So, Michael, I want to know your reaction to Odell's comments here.
It's never personal. It's only business. Okay? It's only business. Did you or did you not get paid? You got paid. Okay? Odell, I came on this show many times and defended you. In front of you, online, social media. Yo, move on with your life, okay? You played 16 of the last 32 games. You had 9 touchdowns. That's average, okay? We all know the potential. I asked last year, let that Ferrari go out.
Yep.
Let him go out there and run. Begged, pleaded. Listen, you're gone. I don't understand why these Cleveland guys are worried about New York, okay? Again, Odell, all the talent in the world, the catch, all that stuff, the hair, the fancy clothes, the GQ magazine, the Paris fashion shoots. This does not equate to being a great football player. The confusion, just because you got other actors and LeBron James having you on your show and you hang, this does not equate to winning football games. Now, we didn't send you out there to die. We sent you with your best friend, Jarvis Landry. We sent you with a young quarterback who thinks he could say whatever he wants about anybody. You should be happy. Now, you guys all got cool haircuts. You guys all got Supreme exclusives, okay?
You want some Supreme?
No, I don't want any of it. But they think because they rock all that. I'm just saying, like, none of this matters. Like, I'm swaggy. I mean, look at me. This is custom. I'm swaggy.
No, it's not. That's
no, this is custom. This custom. Okay, I'm saying
Only you would wear it.
This custom right here. But I get being fly. I get being dope. I get being cool and all that. But you have to be able to separate church and state. Being fly, being dope, being cool, and being a great football player, being a winning football player. They're two separate things, especially with these wide receivers. Again, call Chad Ochocinco. Call Terrell Owens. These guys were at the top of their game. They were on top of the world. And then it ends quickly, especially for football players. And I don't wish that on any football player. I want them to play for as long as they can. But, like, we sent you out there to die? You did this to yourself. And Baker Mayfield said, we're going to love Odell and let Odell be Odell. Well, Odell's going to be Odell at some point, and we're going to see if you still love him. He's going to get into a fight with a piece of equipment. He's going to punch a wall. Jarvis is going to be getting touches. Nick Chubb might get something. Kareem Hunt, there's going to be a lot to pass around, and we're going to see who's what and what's when. You're in your 6th year. You're like, yo, it didn't work out in New York. We loved you while we had you. Why are you still talking about us? You come in the spring, and you could come in the winter, too, because you guys aren't going that far in the playoffs, the Cleveland. But if you make the playoffs, if you even make the playoffs, you could come right back to New York because you know you miss us. Greatest city in the world.
Your last line is the truest line.
Exactly.
He really misses New York.
That's what this is about, Skip.
Yep.
Skip Odell out of his mind. The first thing a team thinks about, especially if they believe the player is really good, is that I want to get him out of the division. I want to get him out of the conference. And then what's the best compensation package? Skip, they got a player, a first and a third. So they send him to die with $41 million of their dollars in his pocket. I sure wish Fox would send me out to die and give me $41 million. I would really appreciate that. I want to go wherever you send me with $41 million.
Even to Cleveland.
In Cleveland. Send me to anywhere. Timbuktu, Cameroon, I don't care. $41 million, I think I'll survive just fine. Skip, let it, bruh. You made it personal with your behavior.
He did.
Did you realize they gave you everything? Everybody was saying, don't get Odell that money. I said, man, pay Odell. I mean, he been balling. You know, I think he going to... And right on cue, he reverted back to being Odell.
He did.
You got their money. You made it personal. It was business when you took their $41 million. But when you started acting up and they shipped you to Cleveland, then it became personal. You could have easily said, nah, I'm going to play this thing out. I don't want y'all money. I just want to move on. Y'all need, but no, you take their money and don't want to act a fool, and that's the thing, Skip. I'm telling you, I don't care how talented you are. If you give a team enough problems, they worth billions. They eat $21 million like I eat $21.
Yep,
that's what they'll do. That's what they'll do.
Fact.
And so, Odell, you in Cleveland. Enjoy Cleveland.
Enjoy it.
Make the best of that situation. Get them into the playoffs. Win a playoff game, something that you couldn't do in New York, which is win a playoff game. But why does he keep talking about the Giants? They've moved on. He should move on.
But Odell Beckham Jr. continues to try to create excuses to justify and rationalize why such a great organization as your Giants
Storied
organization
franchise.
just cut him loose and shipped him out.
Yeah.
And he's having a hard time living with, they say, and what did he refer to Cleveland earlier? He calls it out there. It's out there.
Like he
You
didn't know where
sent
it
me
was.
out there. And the truth is, how he got sent to a pretty hot situation. Seriously.
Quarterback.
Best friend,
Yeah.
ex-teammate.
Yeah,
Right.
come on. I mean, he loves the quarterback. He loves to hang out with the quarterback.
Exactly.
Throws the ball hard.
Yeah,
Got to
okay,
get used to it.
Okay. So it's a happy situation out there. And yet, in his heart of hearts, he wants to be in the Big Apple.
Of
man.
course he
I
does.
was on stage. I was the star. I was the focal point of the back pages every day for 5 years. And he left you with what legacy? One playoff game for which he prepared in South Beach to go to Lambeau Field.
I
right?
don't understand it.
And you lost.
We lost.
And Skip, look, and if you take the Anthony Davis situation, do you think if the Pelicans could have got a better offer, because they would have preferred to ship him to the East, if somebody in the East could have given them the package that the Lakers got him, guess where Anthony Davis would have been? In the East. If you're going to give me this kind of package, okay. But you didn't. So I got an opportunity to send you out of the conference, out of the division, and get a first-round pick, and get the third-round pick, and get a starting safety, which we need because we let our safety go in free agency. Why would I not do that deal, Skip?
And the cherry on top is that it's Cleveland. We're always going to laugh. It's always going to be like, ha ha, and it's Cleveland.
Because here's
No
the thing.
disrespect to Cleveland.
Ideally, Odell would have been preferred. If he'd have behaved, he could have stayed in New York.
Yep.
But he really wanted to come to L.A., Skip. If I can't be in New York, L.A. is the next best thing. Okay, Rams, what y'all got?
Remember in the Lil Wayne interview with Josina
Right.
Anderson,
Yeah,
that's
I
all
love
I
the
taught.
sunshine.
I want to go to L.A.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shannon, you got to explain to these guys. You have to explain it in layman's terms. You have to break it down in layman's terms. What they're not understanding. Listen, whether it's Michael Jordan in the NFL, whether it's the great Tom Brady in the Michael Jordan in the NBA, Tom Brady in the game will go on. We thought the NBA was going to end when Michael Jordan left.
True.
It didn't. Tom Brady at some point is going to be finished. We're going to continue
And they're going to still
going
play
on.
football.
And we're going to watch it. We're going to love it. And there's going to be the next Odell and the next Tom Brady. I don't understand what they're not understanding. Those social media is making these guys go nuts. It's
Nuts.
really getting you a misconstrued thing.
Yep.
It's making these kids go crazy.
He was even making excuses to Sports Illustrated about the plays called last year because we ran so many predictable slants to me. And our third down calls, they always came to me on third down. Well,
That's the plan.
They probably going to go to Julio. They probably going to go to Amari, DeAndre Hopkins,
Probably
Mike
what they're
Evans.
gonna
Yeah.
do.
And then when they don't go to him on third down this year,
What's happening? And when they didn't go to him on third down, what's he doing? He kicking the net. He yelling and screaming, throwing his helmet on the ground when they don't give him the ball.
they're not going to give it to him every play this year.
They gave him the ball on third down, but everybody knew they were going to give it to him. When he doesn't get the ball, I just want to win. I just want to make plays. I can help my team win. So which is it?
Which is it, man? Which is it?
Can't wait to see how the dynamic of Baker and Odell plays
so
out.
maybe you think Baker deserves Odell, right?
Listen,
They
listen.
deserve each other.
Have a ball.
Yeah.
Have a great time. I mean, your quarterback. You don't need. Listen, business relationships are good. You don't. Your quarterback doesn't have to be the coolest guy in the world. Just hit that spot and hit me with the ball. We don't need to hang out. I don't need my quarterback drinking beers, dancing.
Biting
This
into the
guy,
cake.
all that. Oh, you're cool.
Stone cold. He's a stone cold.
Cool. Well, great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We're going to see these guys in Cleveland. The expectations are so low, and their success is so low that all that stuff is good, well and good. You can't change granite. The culture in Cleveland is granite. You ain't changing the culture until you win those rings and things.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.